What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Alright, so I'm on the PTS, and we have a little problem. Now, there's a new champion. I logged in, got notification, new champion system. It's like, oh, okay. They ported all of our characters over. Which is whatever. It allows me to take a look at my character on live versus the changes on server when changes are implemented. So we have some new setups, but one of the biggest problems here is the piercing's been cut in half. Right? That's a pretty significant factor, because on live my penetration is 5380. Now, it's very important that I'm mentioning this because currently on the live server on PTS, if this was to go live as is, that cuts my physical pen below the 5.3. Now I can go with the one piece in the divine and go 7 divine, but that still isn't going to equivalent what I need for penetrating value, thus pigeonholing me into taking maces. That's or sharpened trait to make up the value. And that's the problem, right? Because now you don't have the flexibility in the build. Now, personally for me, it's like I could chew up a little bit of loss because of how much I'm scaling, right? And the loss would happen. So, but it applies a principle to the meta players. It puts this mindset that their penetrating value is so deterred that their DPS, they don't understand the ratio between the pen versus output and how that's cut. So basically, you don't, if you could deal 4 times the amount of DPS with 0 pen, you would be dealing roughly around the same amount of DPS as somebody with, ideal penetration levels, is what I'm saying. Because penetration basically increases the damage of your attacks, and it's a resistance against attacks is what resists. When somebody's armor resistance, it resists X amount of damage. It doesn't negate damage. Okay, very important. There's a very important thing, because you can never truly negate damage in the game. All penetration does is increases the maximum amount that your damage does, right? Okay. But because of that mindset, ZeniMax, because of that mindset in the meta players, and they don't understand how the penetration values work, because they only see it from passive perception, right? They're going to exclude, again, stamina players. And that's going to force stamina players into these builds where they feel like that's the only way they're relevant. That's the problem. That's a huge problem. You can't fix stupid. I've said this time and time again. You can't fix stupid. And what you did, personally, I don't care. I would rather, there's some nerf, and I understand why you want to nerf. So I'm not opposed to it, ZOS. I'm not opposed to you nerfing. What I have a problem with is you're, once again, feeding into the toxicity of the player base because they don't know any better. They're accustomed to certain values, and they don't understand how damage works across the board. And because of that factor, they will exclude entire people because they prefer to play a stam, or they prefer, they'll be like, oh, you're stam, we can't use you because your penetration value, you can't even hit the pen, the appropriated pen. I'm using the Lover Mundus, which gives me right now on live with 6 divide 4/6. I could go 7. I'm still not going to even hit 5. And that's what I'm saying, ZOS. So your handicap, you're putting a handicap on a stat that people overemphasize because they don't know any better. All right? And that's a problem. That's a huge, huge problem. And yeah, it's bad. Yo, on break. Hey, Harold, what's up? Yeah, I wanted to go over this because I found it a little eye-jarring because, you know, the thing about it is critical. Let's go ahead and, like, even log into my rogue. I mean, not my rogue, my Nightblade. His pen cap is well exceeded because of now I don't even run 7 light. I don't run 7 anything because of why? Because the 2% statting. Okay? It's a diminishing return. You cannot avoid it, you dumbass meta players. You're fucking morons. Okay? Please understand how moronic. Yes, they nerfed it. I get it. I do. But you guys don't understand how damage modifiers are you know, working. So see, I log in, I get this champion reforged for a limited time, no specification, doesn't cost you anything because they're changing it. They're, you know, it is what it is. It's the same build, but like you see my old look versus my new one. But when I go into the character sheet, my penetration value is still the same as my live server. What's dropped? Some of my critical rating. Right? That's in a little bit of my max magicka. Little. Like less than 1k. Right? Less than 1k. So yeah. There was a slight nerf. Okay. I get it. But this stat, the penetration stats, because of the passives, is what's going to hamper the meta players from taking stam on. My weapon damage will always exceed more on a stam player than a mag player. And ZeniMax is aware of that, and they're aware of how the damage is applied percentage-wise, right? They're aware that, yes, magicka needs spell damage, and stam needs penetration for an even balance, right? Kind of incorporation, right? So I'm the one that's mentioned that, obviously, because they used to put sharpen on Magtune, and they were over penetrating, meaning there was no point in having that much penetration. There was no point to it, right? Because it literally, now you're losing DPS, right? And that's the truth. But when we come down here, right, and we take a look, here's the why is agility. Agility increases the weapon damage for every piece, where light armor increases the penetration levels. So that's the two differences. They both critical rating, right? They both get their own critical rating. They both do. So the whole idea behind magicka and stamina was to say, okay, well, you're more heavy in penetrating armor naturally, and you are more robust. So it's like, but at some point, your damage is nerfed on both ends. The damage nerf applied to stam isn't in their weapon damage as dominant as what? Their penetration value. And vice versa, you know, for the Magtunes, it's their spell damage. And that is a problem because the meta players can't understand those values appropriately. So guess what they're going to do? You don't hit pen cap. You can't even reach the ideal pen. So it doesn't matter. They have more weapon damage than you have spell damage. Thus dealing a significant amount of damage to make up for their loss. But what you'll end up having players do is they'll be pigeonholed into taking a mace, which is good. Maces are great. They're great, you know, especially if you want to hit those penetrating values. Absolutely, I would never discourage people from doing that. But what I'm trying to say, or sharpen, but sharpen value isn't even going to be equivalent. That's what I keep trying to say. ZOS needs to make more indifferent values, but by pigeonholing, by cutting the CP system in half, they're really doing a disjustice to the medium armor wearers due to the meta players. So my recommendation, cut some of the CP allocation towards their max whatever. Right? Make it a little bit more apparent in that perception, because that's what it is. It's a perception. And, that's a problem. It's a problem. It's a little bit of a problem. Don't forget the new added champion stars to the new system. Yeah, right. Have a good day. All right, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, they added new CP stars as well, which is 2. For this. I mean, and my major thing about this, I mean, you still only have 4 slottables, but they have 2 new stars. So, that's why it looks different. But the biggest thing about this is, when I saw it, I was like, whoa, because I was getting ready to prep for tomorrow for my live stream. And I was like, oh, what's this notification? And then I go in, I'm browsing around, and I'm like, okay, that's a little concerning, not for my build per se, but for the perception. Because it's a nerf. It is a nerf. But now you're still like, you're not going to change. This is Brian. I hope you watch this video. Brian. You can't change these people's mindsets. These were individuals who argued for years that no other class could heal other than Templar or Warden. That no other class could tank except DK. Brian. They don't understand. They're dumb, Brian. They're dumb. Okay? Yes, they're talented. But they're not all there, Brian. They don't understand. All they do is have a visual recognition. They don't understand the numbers or how the values are associated in your logic. Because this is what you do. But they don't understand it. Okay? So, I don't know how you can't justify it at that point, because all you're going to do is affect thousands of players across the board because of their misconception and their ignorance. Now, honestly, Brian, what I would recommend is cutting the value of the weapon damage. I'm not saying to change the passive, because the premise is still there, it still applies, or make up in different values to be associated for the Mundus or the trait value. And I get that, because that would actually be a buff, and that would be bad too, because then Stam would be overperforming. And I get that, Brian. I get it. I understand it. But they don't. They don't. Okay? I mean, these are kids that are probably still in their 20s, or young men and women who are still in their 20s, who are not properly educated in this type of math. So please stop. I beg you to please save thousands of stamina players by, readjusting the nerf elsewhere into the CP system. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking, because really, what do you expect from them? What do you expect from them? Yeah, I mean, the critical value, 2% loss. I got a 2% loss. Okay, I get it. I'm not bitching about it. I'm not even bitching about it. I mean, actually, I got 5%. I think I got a 5% loss. I get it. 2% on my sword, actually. So I think it is. I have to take a look. But I know I got 2% on my sword. It was 57, now it's 55. But I get this. I get what you're doing, Brian. I get what you guys are doing over there. I get it. I understand the importance of mechanics. You don't want people to skip all these things. Yeah, I understand all of this. I really do. And I agree with you. Okay? I'm not even discouraging you from doing that. I'm just saying this misconception, right, is going to cost players. Because they don't understand those values or the deductions. Right? I'm the one that told how to tell them about the penetrating value, Brian. Come on. Seriously, man. Come on. Rich, come on, help me out. Come on, man. Yeah, I lost 2%. I was at 57 point something. 2%, whatever. I get it, but that critical value, it's been set to be at 5.3, where anything over, you're overextended in penetrating value. Magic is well over, right? We know that, and that's why Magica does well, because they can reallocate all those points into what? Their spell power or their max pull, right? Based on the scaling, right? But the problem of it is, they're going to see Stam at this, and they're going to be like, well, you're not even hitting. I'm close. I could go with 7 Divine. You know this. And I'm still not going to hit that value. So now, then what am I going to do? I'm going to put Mace, right? Okay. So I can substitute my Greatsword and lose that value, right? And go with the Mace. But that's what everybody's going to do. Or they're going to run a Sharpen trait. Either or. But they're going to have to run 2 penetrating values. Right? And then at what point, is that going to be, good enough? Because now we're going to get, what? A 3,300 value. Now that's, what? Over? And then what? I go with more infused. Right? Because 33 plus 700, right? That's 4,000. So now what? I still have to run the Lover. Except, what am I going to do? I'm going to run what? 3 Divine? I'm going to run 3 Fused. And 4 Divine. Even maybe less than that. I might not even have to go. I can just max the pool. I can just go 2 or 3 Divine. And max the pool into Infused. Thus magnifying even more. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, Brian. I mean, seriously, man. These guys don't know any better. Yo, Leda, what's up? How you doing? I don't feel like, at the end of the day, you can't fix stupid. You can't fix it. Would I change this build because of my penetration value? Would I change it? No. You know I'm not going to, Brian. Why? You know why. I know why. We know why. They don't. They don't. I mean, I could drop the sword. But reduce that scaling. But that's even more. I'd lose more on that end than adding the pen. And you know that. You don't think I'm that dumb. Okay, Brian? They are. I'm not. So, I'd lose more because of those factors. So, who are you really nerfing? You're nerfing you're nerfing a misconception. So all I'm asking, if you're going to nerf something like this, or something like, whatever, nerf the base, the pool into what provides that effect. Because if you don't, then they'll never get it. They'll never understand it. You'll have to spell it out for them on a live feed. You'll have to literally spell it out. You'll have to come out and tell them, which isn't always a bad thing. Because how many people argued with me about diminishing returns, and then you guys came out and said, oh yeah, there's the... I think it was Rich that actually mentioned that at that time. Thank you, by the way, Rich. But they don't get it. They don't. Okay? I don't know what you're going to do. Seriously. I mean, it's going to be nothing for me to do that. If I want to take maces, if I wanted to go with a mace on here, right? If I wanted to go with a mace on here and go with sharpen, what am I going to pick up then? The lover. I mean, not the lover, the warrior. Right? So let's see if I could do this. Let's see if you guys allowed this part. But we'll check it out. Oh my god. Seriously, guys. You're feeding stupidity. I'm learning so much. You're awesome. Thanks, Leda. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Come on, Brian. You're not helping. You're not helping these people, man. This won't go on live, so I'm not too worried about it. Normally, I'd be like, oh, shit balls. Don't do it. Please stop. Don't. We're going to go Blackwood max level. We're going to replicate. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with the orc again. Sork. Absolutely. I don't even care about his look so much. Test. Really? That's why. Mystic. 101. I can't put numbers. Oh well. Screw it. Alright. Skip it. Come on, Brian! I beg you to think about nerfing something else. These guys aren't all there, man. Come on, man. For real. They're still running 7 Divine. They're still putting people in 7, giving up Undaunted passive bonus. I mean, seriously, Brian. I mean, come on. These guys couldn't count to save their fucking lives. And then what? What the fuck, dude? Seriously? People want to know why I was a game tester for so long. Jesus. I'm too old to be doing this, Brian. Alright. I'm way too fucking old to be doing all of this. Just unlock and we'll set everything up. What am I doing that for? Ugh. Alright. Think I got all those. Alright. Now, Really, Brian? I swear to God, dude. You just keep wanting to give me a fucking headache, dude. Cause I don't want to keep re-educating these fuckers. I get tired of the bullshit. All right. Now. My 2H bar. Seriously, man. I just want you to rethink, just, you know, let's think about this before you implement it. Because seriously, think about this. Go watch their fucking videos. I imagine they're all on some shit talk fest. I'd imagine. Because they're morons, Brian. Okay. They're dumb. I don't want to have to keep going over this. Shit. Oh my God, it's such a pain in my ass. Yeah. Right. Now, my bow. And my caltrops. But Mystic, no, man, please stop, dude. Seriously. Nerf the other side. I'm asking you. If you're gonna, I'm not telling you not to nerf it. Okay? I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you, man. Stop with the shit, man. God, it sucks. Okay, we're gonna need a couple transmutation. I don't know how many. I'll just whatever. Okay. Okay, so we need dungeon sets. We need monster set M. We need trial sets, and I think that should be good to go. Okay, I think we're good to go there. Okay, medium. I'm reintegrating my build, except I'm adjusting. Okay. Now, let's see. I got that one out. I need my vicious Ophidian. Alright. Need the Jorian weapons. Okay, so I'm gonna take the obviously the bow. Nice precise, really. Man, you guys are really fucking with me today, aren't you? Okay. I'm gonna take my great sword, and then I'm gonna take the mace. Two-handed mace. The maul, actually. Okay. Dungeon sets. I'll take my Leviathan. Swear to God, Brian, you're really making my life really painful these days. You guys keep fucking with me, man. Malakina. I want a heavy head. Why are they individual? And I need medium shoulders. That was just nice of you. Make me trade the weapon, but not the monster piece. That was so nice of you. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. We'll start off with the mall. Sure, why not? Okay. I'll have to transmute some shit. Oh, I forgot to get my jewelry out. Now this is so far from done, but I'm just fucking off here for a second. Okay, now let's go into the CP. Now I'm just going to allocate this I'm going to throw up the critical just to unlock this, but only thing I want to do is get the penetration. Okay. The only thing I'm worried about at the moment. Okay. So, currently without the Mundus, we're sitting at 4,000 pen. Okay. Right. So, that puts us in a situation to do what? Okay. Pick up that Mundus.
The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Yeah. And of course, I'm going to be slow, whatever. Oh, you guys are so nice. You guys even put me close. I have to actually get those scrolls and scroll it up. Yo, Adolf, what's up? 5-piece False God, 5-piece Mother Sorrow, Molakina, Helm, Shadow Mundus on Mage Blade work? No. I mean, well, yeah. If you're just using... But if you're using a shadow, if you're using Mulakina proc, you'll dump heavy. Hence why. Well, no, you're using false god. Yeah, that'll work. It'll work. Yeah, that's. But like, would I do that on my Sork versus like would I do that on my Sork versus what I'm going to be using? No, because crit has a diminishing return. Okay, your critical value doesn't. Right? I always scale base damage. I never go over 60 typically. I like to stay between 55 60. If you keep putting everything into crit, you keep thinking like crit, you lose base damage. And when you lose base damage, you lose critical damage output. You keep critting frequently, but at less volume. And people don't understand that. That's a diminishing return. So that's why I went with Scathing Mage. I didn't need mothers. And I didn't want it. I wanted to scale more spell damage. Why? Because that will I will hit harder with my setup than your setup. Every day. Because I'm aware of diminishing returns. It's what I used to do for a living. So, and then I was a game tester. So, kind of went hand in hand. It was good. But yeah, can you do it? Yeah, you can. Your critical value would be great. You'd hit crits quite more frequently than I will. I'll still hit harder than you. That's a fact. So, let me get out a mount. Okay, and then I need, okay. Well, I mean, I can do it this way too, whatever. I mean, I'm not, like I said, too worried about whatever. Oh, I already got it in there. Okay, so for example here, we know my Mundus is all the way over here, so not too slow. Let's cheat it. Sure. I think it's that one. I need the tester's lunchbox. I need the U enchantments, which I still probably have to craft. A few. We'll see. No, not that one. I mean, really, guys, seriously. I'm just worried about more of the speed. Oh, where in the fuck is it? I just took it. There it is. I wish I could just hit the button and just have it all. Okay. We should be good to go. Anyways, just think about redoing something else, guys. Come on. It's them. It's not me. It's them. Okay? You can't fix stupid. So please, 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 please don't make me go through it. Please. Okay? Don't make me have to do videos. I'm trying to get away from arguing with these dumb fucks. Okay? I'm trying. I'm trying. For years, I've had to bear the burden of dealing with stupid shit, and then you ask me to do it again and again and again. And I'm so fucking tired. I just want to play. Is that too much to ask? Get rid of their fucking oh, I swear to God. Here's my thing. Why don't you guys tell them? Why does it have to be me? Huh? Why? Why make me the bad guy over and over again? Why? Why? Fuck me. Swear to God. I swear to God. Alright, I gotta cut south. We'll enjoy the journey together, right? Fuck. I swear to God. Okay, now I'll be over penetrated by like 1,000 something in its current state without looking. Actually, a 3. Look, okay, so there's 8-2, and my other dudes say. So ideally, this is what they want you to see, right? Oh, look, You did the Maul, you did the Lover. It's actually even more. But it's even closer to my mag tune. Okay. So 8-2. Right? Keep that in mind. I'm going to be switching. Fucking Brian, come on! So fucking bullshit. And of course, you'd have to put Sharpen on a bow. Why? Because of that value from the Maul. So I'm going to scroll. I'm going to actually get my blade. So remember 8,002, right? For penetration. Now I'm going to get on my mag tune, right? Who has no penetration. It's all inherited. With like 300 into the pen. Oh God, I swear to God, Brian! You piss me off so bad because you guys are making... I have to be the fucking bad guy over and over again. Oh. 8-9. Okay? And you only need 5,320. Anything over, it's excess. Because why? Because when the tanks apply debuffs, and that's to say if they want to run a debuffing set, right? Anything over 14 or something like close to 15, you're over penetrated. You're losing DP. You're not min-maxing. You're losing DPS. Okay, that's a fact. Okay. So there it is. That's why when I do solo content, I scale or PvP, I scale higher penetrating value. Okay. So, but you see that we're in those 8,000s. Same thing now with my stand sword because I put a fucking Maul and a fucking Lover. Okay. You make up these values. They're called indifferent values. That's what they're called. Okay. That's what they are called. Thank you. You'll try burning spell weave over Mother Sorrow? No. I don't put burning spell weave on anything but a DK. The uptime on any other class is shit. So no, I never put burning spell weave on anything other than a DK. Yo, what we ranting about today? They nerfed penetration into the CP system. The problem of that is the misconception that I can imagine the meta players are probably fucking like, we can't use stamp tunes now because they don't even hit their fucking penetrating value. I can imagine. I'm just picturing this in my head after seeing it. I'm like, oh fuck, because they nerfed DPS again, and it was like, I don't have a problem with them nerfing. What I have a problem with is misconception. Because they don't understand the values. They don't understand the numbers. They don't fucking get it. They're moronic. Okay? These guys are dipshits in every essence. Like... with this current setup, without whatever, I'm still hitting 5-2. Once I'm done, I'll still hit over 6, even with a Maul. Would it be a slight deviation? Yeah, but like, I mean, is it a break for me? No way, not at all. But well, I'm getting into this. I mean, I could still. The thing about it is at some point, damage. What pen does is cut out the resistance. At some point when you exceed a damage, the resistance gives way anyways. You're still getting cut. Your damage is still getting cut, but you're still dealing significant damage even through the resistance. And that's what they don't get. That's why you don't want to over penetrate because you lose, right? It's now just thrown away damage. It's just damage being like there's no, it's like, a tank scaling a certain thing in a dungeon or trial. There's a breaking point in which it's not being more productive. That's the same principle. So, okay, so, So what I'm going to do is sharpen this. Right? Okay. Now, we'll equip it, obviously. Now, on the mall side, we see 8-2. We come back on the bow side, 8-2. Say hello to fucking indifferent curves. You know, Brian, seriously, I'm getting so peeved. Now, 42, now look, switch, 55. Okay, now mind you, I have a major savagery. So, if I was to craft a major savagery, my bow would be higher, right? So, for example, bow,
What is it?
okay, now we go back in. 54. Correct. Okay. 55. I swear to fucking God. Help me. Oh. The whole idea is I'm excess now. I'm in excess. So how would I approach this? How would I deal with this? Well, that's easy. See, I don't want over 6 at any point. I don't, you know, I don't. Because that's a diminishing return. Right? It's a diminishing return at that point. I'm going to be losing damage. A significant amount, actually. So I'm going to take my biggest pieces, and guess what I'm going to do? Well, you know, we're going to infuse them. Right? And then we increase our max stamina. That's why I've always gotten away from all divine. Now when we go in, we're going to see a significant cut down to our physical pen. I can even go further. Alright, be like, well, shit, how much divine do I need? I might not need any now. I can completely go up to base because I don't need to be over-penetrated. I don't. I can rock max stam on so many tunes now. Check. 7-2. I'm still over. God, Jesus, I'm over-penetrated. Still. Alright? And let's see. I might even get away with 1 divine. 6,009. I'm still over-penetrated. Would you believe that? That is nuts. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep increasing the base damage. So now I go in, I'm at 6-7. That's actually kind of a nice sweet spot because guess what? I'm slightly over, but look what I did to my max stam. Now let's go into the lunchbox. All right. Where's my lunchbox? Where's my lunchbox? There it is. Am I on the mall side? Yeah. Now I'm at 34,000 max stam. Which I only have 33. Oh, well, actually, hold on. I'll actually even get more than that. Because my headpiece his health. Oh, I need Ewer of Enchantments. Take them all. Whatever. Max stam. Come on, Brian. I'm so disappointed. Okay. Now I'm up to 35,000 max stamina. That's without CP. This is without CP. Which I only had 33, 34, around 34. But now I have way more max stamina, thus increasing my damage from max stamina. I'm at a penetrating level that's under control because I took mace and sharpen. And then I went with the weapon damage, because my recovery is at 1924, I can infuse 2 of my rings, because guess what I scale off? I scale off of what? Weapon damage. Okay? So we're going to bring that stamina down. Intentionally. So we're going to infuse. We're going to infuse again. Then we're going to go in. Back to our jewelry enchantment. Okay, so now we got this weapon damage. Okay, so now we're at 14. Oh, I need a pot. I keep thinking I'm on my main tune. Whatever. Lunchbox. Should be pots in here, maybe? Just food? I thought there's pots down here. There's potions somewhere. Consumables. I know I picked it up. Or enchantments. No. I really don't want to have to craft any. Hold on. I know there's some in here. I just need... barricades, whatever. Oh my god, it's such a pain for me to sometimes find this shit. No. No. Consume. Oh, those are whatever. Damn it. Where are my pots? I don't want to craft any fucking pots. Here, I'll do it this way. Fucking A. Do it the easy way. Crafting mortar, mounts, non-combat features, quest starters, upgrades, utilities. Thank you. All right. Oh shit. It only restores, it doesn't give me that one, does it? Magic and stamina recovery. Okay. So I thought so. Okay. So currently, why didn't it apply? Because I didn't have it on. Okay. There it is. So now it gives me 1737. I'm at 33.5 max stamina. Now, I can get away with this, but I don't have into the recovery into the CP system. But, so if I go into the recovery into the CP system, which I believe it's this one, for all shits and giggles. We'll be back up to 19. There you go. Say hello to indifferent value. Indifferent curves. They're called fucking indifferent curves. You meta fucking morons. You meta fucking dipshits. I swear to fucking God, these motherfuckers don't know how to count, Brian. And you're going to... Brian. Brian. They don't know math, dude. They put everybody in the same shit, run a metrics, and they still don't even know how to calculate it. Please, God dang it, Brian. I'm begging you to fucking save me the fucking hassle. God dang it. Please, please, for God's sakes. 44. Right? Now we're at 6,000. Go into a dungeon, and we'll still hit over 6,566, something like that. And everything, it'll bring it under 9. It'll bring it around 8 because I had to drop the sword. Heaven fucking forbid. It doesn't matter, Brian. I can make up values. These dipshits can't make up shit. They're moronic. They're dumb. Okay, now I don't even need a divine. I don't even need a divine now. I just made up my value. I just made up my value. I've actually exceeded. I've lost a little bit because I've exceeded the penetrating value slightly over, you know, about almost 1,000. But seriously, Brian, come on. I could even trade the sword if I wanted to maintain the sword. So let's say I fucking have the sword, okay? Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with that fucking sword? What? What am I going to do with it? It's not going to do me any good. No, you fucking dipshits, you fucking morons. Fucking morons. I'm going to friggin', oh shit. It's all the way down. Let me just... I keep forgetting whatever, you know, you would think it would just go up higher. Anyways, sword. And then guess what we do? Oh my God, we sharpen it. Right? So here we go. Okay. Now let's see here. I have a maul and it's going to drop my pen, right? If I equip this fucking sword, right? No, it doesn't. It stayed the same. Okay, look, sword, 6-7, maul, 6-7, slight, a few point difference. They're called fucking indifferent values, you dipshits! God's like, who the fuck are you, Sam X? You're fucking an idiot. I just proved indifferent values to you dipshits. You're all fucking morons. They're called indifferent values. It's math. It's called math. Math, you fucking scrub. I could go with 0 and still be smarter than you every fucking day of the week. I am smarter than you. It's so fucking bis. No, it's called math. Fucking dips. Fucking morons. They're called indifferent values. It's mathematical laws. Okay, that's what they're called. It's mathematical laws. And how would I know? I worked in this. This is what I did for a living at one time. Fucking dips. Fucking morons. Brian. They're idiots, Brian. Look at the chat. I rest my fucking case, man. You got a scrub in here who's even got the misconception, probably from one of those other dipshits. Brian, hello? I know. They don't. What are you going to do, Brian? You got to spell it out for him, dude, okay? You have to. Don't make me be like this, Brian. I'm not Rich. Come on, man. Throw me something. God, fuck. Dude, I just showed you an indifferent value. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god! Well, will I ever take? Should I take the maul? Is the maul the best for the stamp tune? Or is it the sword? It doesn't fucking matter. All you do is change the fucking trait on it, you dip. That's it. I'm getting the penetration value from this, or I can go with this. There's even a better one. I can Nernhone, right? And then I go with that. They're indifferent. They're indifferent. Fucking moron. Morons. There you have it. Okay, thank you. So I'm over. Great. I gotta get 35 to 40. Right. I mean, so the biggest thing about it is the penetrating values, depending on your tanks, because of what? Debuffing, right? So anytime you go over 5,300 and whatever, if all debuffs are applied, you're over penetrated. You've just lost DPS. You just lost. It's marginal, but it's excessive after certain points, right? So you take diminishing return, and then you find indifferent values, right? And you offset the difference. That's what we call actually calculating. Fucking A. I swear to God. Breathe, Mystic, breathe. No, we don't agree with you, Mystic. We don't fucking agree with you. We don't agree with you. We don't agree, Mystic. We don't agree, Mystic. We don't agree. Fucking dipshits. Fucking morons. Dips, and more dips. Fucking dips. Let's go 7 divine with 7 medium. Because why? Because it's so fucking missed. Let's put daggers. Fucking dips. Can't count for the life of them. Pen, dude, awesome. Yeah, I'm way okay. I have to deal with dipshits. Jeez, Jesus. You guys are the ones not using Stam players, probably, in your guild or wherever you're at. I don't know who you. I don't know where the fuck you are in life. But the pen cap's been achieved. Okay, I've actually slightly exceeded a penetrating value. I'm still under even my mage blade considerably. And look, I roll a non-meta build. Oh my god. Oh, why? Why? Because I deal more damage than you dipshit. Because why? Because I scale more weapon damage. Who figured out that conversion? Jeez, I wonder who. Who's the one that figured out penetrating value? Oh my god. And then you come in, and question me? Yeah, right. That's rich. That's fucking rich. That's a rich one. That's so fucking hilarious. And when you were rolling a Nightblade healer in your fucking trials a year ago, you're fucking welcome, asshole. God, fuckers. Little fucks. Yeah. So, Brian, I'm asking you for the last time, dude. Don't do it this way. Take it from the max pool of either weapon or spell, or weapon or stamp. Seriously. They don't know any better, dude. They don't. They do not know any better. They don't, man. They don't. They still are under the misconception that their mag tunes are the only viable solution in score running or any of that. Well, this is another reason I don't get involved in that toxic community anymore or get into this elitist attitude shit. I'm so over it. I'm just trying to enjoy my old age and, you know, be like, hey, man, I'm just playing for fun, maybe, you know, possibly, whatever. But, you know, no. Instead, I've got shit that I've got to deal with because of misinformation yet again and again and again. Do me a favor, in your next live stream, at least tell them. At least tell them about indifferent values. Educate them just a little bit. Not even a lot. Just a little. Because they're going to cry, they're going to whine, they're going to bitch on the forums. I imagine the posts are already flying. I haven't even checked it out. And why? Because they don't know. They don't know. Okay? Just wow. Anyways, man, I wanted to do this just for the sole purpose of just explaining to people the misconceptions that are going to follow. Because, yes, they nerfed again. Yes, they did. But you can make up the penetrating values by what? Weapon choice and traits and mundus. Those are called what? Indifferent fucking values. It's littered. That's why there's no best in fucking slot. I can always, except maybe with that new relic, that new item. I have to check it out. But 90-something% of the time, I can make up values. Why? Because of indifferent curves, because of the law of diminishing returns, demands. Wherever there are diminishing returns, there are indifferent values. That is a principle of the math. Okay? Just holy fuck. Okay. Anyways, man, I'm out. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, ignorant meta players. Continue your spree of stupidity and mass stupidity as you preach the gospel of ignorance. I applaud you. I'm out. Peace.